Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Julie's Orchids. Today we're going to discuss some of the items you might need when building a new grow room, particularly once you have your shelves up. And we're looking at some of the items there. You can see I've got some grow lights. I have a mixture of grow lights, and we'll discuss those more in a minute. Okay, so first thing off that we're going to discuss is the grow light. So I have some pretty high intensity grow lights here. These are in the grow mode, which will encourage vegetative growth. You can get these in the bloom mode, but with orchids, if you get good, strong vegetative growth, you get good blooms. So these were the same lights that I used back in Perth, and I have 4 of the 93 centimeter length bars and 2 of the 42 length centimeter bars. And I also have got some Barina, and these are the Barinas that I have. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them, which will cover that span of shelves. You will need zip ties, sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape. Then I also got some of these gooseneck lights. These emit a white light. But one thing that I did notice, if I bring that top shelf down one more click, I've got space up there. The ceilings are higher here in this house than they were back in Perth. So I bought those gooseneck lamps to put up there. And I think I'll put some, novelty Phalaenopsis orchids that I'm likely to get up there. The brightest intro grow lights are going to go across there and then along towards the bottom. I think those bottom shelves are going to come out, and I'm just going to let the plants sit on the floor. And then the Barina grow lights are going to be sort of through there, and those are going to be for the paths and some of the other ones. But I've got some relatively tall plants. So we've got different light requirements. And so I've got different lights. And again, one of the things with lighting is smart plugs. So let's go look at the smart plug. So this is the smart plug I got. I got it from IKEA. Supposedly this has an app that you run it, so you can do the timer and all of that stuff as opposed to the manual timers like I had back in Perth. So I've got 2 of these. I also have an extension cord. I've got 2 telescoping pedestal fans, which I'm going to put one of the fans on that to reach up to the higher places, and the other one will just sit on the floor and kind of blow across. For the very top, I'm going to find some of those clip-on fans, the little light desk clip-on fans, to take care of that up there. And other thing you do need is extension cords, cable ties, double-sided sticky tape, screwdrivers, screws, and clamps. I think I'm getting them from Bunnings, and they're actually called tool clip clamps, and those hold quite nicely the intro grow lights up there. So when the clamps get here, we'll take those top shelves down and we'll line up how the lights are going to lay on them, put their holding brackets on, and then put the lights up. So I've got one outlet in this room, just one, that one right there, which is not going to be an issue for now, but it will be once we grow into that side. I'll have to have an electrician come in and put in another power point or 2. So like I said, the plan is we're going to take that shelf down another click or 2, use these, go up there. I will need to get myself a step stool to get up there, but I think that's a great place to put some novelty phals. And I got 3 of those 4-headed gooseneck lamps, which I think should cover that area well enough for their light needs. The next line of shelves is going to be those really high intensity intro grow lights. Those lights there will go somewhere in there. The very bottom shells are going to come out, and the next set of very bright lights are going to go on the shells you can see second from the bottom right there. And those heights are all to be determined depending on the height of the foliage of the plant. Like I said, that one right there is pretty tall. So some more kit you might need for your grow room are humidity hygrometers and temperature testers. You'll also need a pH meter and TDS meter. And eventually we've got a potting up table, so I've got pumice coming. Another thing you're going to need is different USB-C multi-ports, different things like that. I got one of these because I had one of those back in Perth, and I thought it was kind of convenient for, some of the areas. Particularly, I've got a bit of a indent here. I could possibly arrange a mount stand or something and use that for that. But yeah, we're just waiting on the tool clips to get here, and then we're going to install the top shelves lights and install the bottom shelves lights, because that big tall plant I think is going to go on the bottom. Zygos are going to go somewhere underneath that top shelf, as well as the cattleyas, and the paths are going to go underneath the Barina lights. So we just have to wait for the buddings delivery to come.